Hey guys, Dark Prometheus here. Welcome back to some more of our Road to the League. And well, we did not win a playoff game. If we were at home, maybe, but away, we weren't going to win that. And we did not. Now, I will say this. Tate said he was robbed, and I believe him. I think he wasn't offsides. It should have went into extra time, but that's just me. I'm sticking with my boy who put 30 goals this season. I think he was right. So, without further ado, it is transfer window time. And who knows what's going to happen because we have some holes to fill. And I would not mind filling a couple others. So, here's our vision and expectations. Play possession, make the most of set pieces, play high tempo pressing soccer, work within payroll, and grow the club's rep. So, reach Northern Premier League playoffs, we'll accept it. All right, boys. Like to say our aims. We're aiming to make the playoffs. I have nothing else to talk about. Okay. So this is what we have right now. I'm seeing if we have to sell Roberts. Roberts does want to stay. Okay, that could be different. We can't do that. Okay, Roberts, we're going to put him out. And Henderson is also going to go. Okay, Ilkeston Town is the one that gets promoted. I don't feel as bad about that. I don't. Okay. We conceded the fewest goals of the season. Okay. Here we go. End of town. Okay. Oh, so we took over last year and then the new board come in this year. So, yeah. I don't know. We need something better. Okay. I just wish we had something there. All right, FA Cup. Penrith knocked us out. And the FA Trophy, Kingsland Town knocked us out. Our goal of the season was Gucci's, which was the first goal of the day. All right, let's see it. Good shot. Racking it on the left side, on the right side of the goal. I see that was against Stalybridge Celtic. That's about the same. Broadcast revenue. We didn't get any broadcast this season. Corporate and hospitality. In match day, commercial, retail, we did absolute work this season. And then we played a 5-2-3, which we're going to be playing next season. We saw the goal of the season. We got manager of the month for March. Gucci is the fan player of the season and the young player signing the season, Oliver Sweeney. Nothing crazy. Absolutely successful season because we were supposed to be in, well, relegation talk, I think. All right. I'm going to see what we can pull because we need some definite reinforcements and some upgrades. All right, guys. So, yeah, it's a new day. I had to spend a good portion. Went until like 2 a.m. trying to find players. Yeah, I don't want to talk about it. But this is how we're going. We start the season off with FC United of Manchester and it works up town. And it went Albion, who was not promoted. They got beat out, which was insane. Because they were in command of that game and then lose out, which is kind of crazy. Our transfers. It's not a lot. Actually, it's some. So we had Jacob Lara leave out to Sporting Kalisa. I think we saw that one. That was in March. And then all of the ones coming in here. So obviously you saw Jack Patterson last couple episodes trying to make that playoff push, and it did not work out. So I did a little scattered idea because that's what I had to fall back on. We are spending 388,000. So is that going to be an issue? No, because I think we came out, if we have another good FA Cup run like we did, that 2,000, we should be 2,000, 200,000. I mean, turnover, expenditures there. Our expenditure is less. So the reality is we should be able to overcome this just through good play if we're playing well. So I'm not worried about that. We have a little cushion, maybe 1 or 2 signings if we need one down the stretch. That is there. As for the transfer history, so get this up so you can see. Here we go. Seydou Diallo. I mean, we just need a midfield piece, someone that can sit there. I mean, we're talking about a guy that is going to be a fringe backup type player. He is consistent, but really he's just a backup player in case we have injuries. We got him on a non-contract. Amika Obi, same thing there. We needed more for another fringe player if we needed on defense because we're playing a 5-2-3. So we brought him in. He's 6'6". He can get those balls up in the air. And, well, we need him. He's also consistent, but he doesn't like big matches. For him, I mean, he's a Port Vale. 2 years ago, he played in League One. Not great. Veteran National League at AFC filed and not great as well. Looking at Seydou, he was at Bury 2 years ago, but or last year didn't really play much. Then he was in the Premier Division of Ireland, played some, but I mean not great. He's on the back half of his career. Ashton Mee, another free transfer we brought in. Now this guy, we're going to be bringing him in, and he is going to be playing up as our starting attacking midfielder. He has good physicals on that. Finishing leaves stuff to be desired, but his work rate's good. Vision off the ball. I mean, this guy with long shots, I think he could take some, and he could bang some in the back of the goal. All right, I'm back. I had to close the door because the washing machine's going. So from there, I think this man could give us some good play. He was at League One last year, played 28 games, 2 goals, 2 assists, 6.54. Not great for League One, but I mean, we just need something at this. I feel like we're on the cusp. Like we just could not get some of these big key players in. We were just missing because their wages were outrageous. So we had to bring in one that we found. He's going to be Keith Hayes. He's going to be here on loan. He has a target that he wanted, or actually a target set, I think, by, what was it, Shrewsbury Town, to have 7 clean sheets. So that is our goal for this season. This man is an absolute monster. Although he isn't consistent, the man has good fitness, good bravery. He's going to go out for the ball. He is going to be one of our starting center backs. He's a leading player at this level. So, hey, we need something. Maybe Shrewsbury Town will let him go because I think he was extended. And yeah, he was extended. They had a 1-year extension, so maybe next year. And then on the back end of this, we sent Braden Hooligan, which is one of our guys through our youth academy, to Red Car Athletics so he can be on loan, see what he can do over there. He's original first division standard, just seeing what we can do. He's 17 years old. Maybe we can get something out of him, or I don't know. We'll see. 2 more transfers we brought in. Mr. Harriers on a free. Brody Hayward we brought in. Now he is going to be in and out. When it comes in, he's going to be the guy that kind of plays on the right. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be playing, let's just visually show this. So Davis has has decent feet, but Sweeney has both. So if we need to sub Sweeney out, we'll move Davis on the left and put Hayward on the right. If we need a situation where Sweeney needs a sub in a game, we'll put Hayward over there to play, because I think he has a reasonable left foot, so we can do that. It's the same as Davis, and I'd rather have Davis play a natural position. Now, if we have an injury where we have to play that, obviously Davis was left, Hayward's on the right. Now, depending on how each one trains and what is better on the left, we might put one on the left permanently if we have an injury. So that's how we're going to have to do that. And that's Brody Hayward. Danny Alasheko, probably mispronouncing that, Ilkston Town. We were just battered by this guy. So to try to weaken Ilkston Town, we brought him in on a free. Nothing crazy. He was on a non-contract. $23,000 a year. Nothing crazy with this. He's consistent. This man was at the top of the goal scoring in the league at 22 goals last season, 5 assists, 5 man of the matches. He is going to be our super sub if we need it, and because we're going to be seeing how Deshaun Lawrence does up top. If we don't get a quick start from Deshaun Lawrence, who we brought in for Bolton Wanderers, I don't think he played any games, but maybe one at League One. They were there. They've been kind of bouncing around League One and Championship. But if we can't get a fast start from Deshaun Lawrence, it's his turn. But obviously, he is going to come in as the sub first. He is the first offensive sub that we're going to bring in. This man, although he's on a non-contract, he'll be here at least January. If he actually plays well, we might give him a contract, because, I mean, we're looking at what my scouts say is a good Vanarama National League player, and how he compares with, say, Danny himself. He's better in mentals, but his attacking is better than Danny's, and that's why he's out there. And even if we were to say like Shaw's attacking is decent, but he doesn't have the speed nor the vision. Lawrence has that speed and vision, so he is going to be an absolute monster. And then putting it up, say, to like Tate, he's even better than Tate. And Tate's only 20 and growing at this point. I mean, Marlon Tate is still, as a leading regional first division player, he's slowly growing, but I mean, he had 25 league goals for us last year. He had 3 non-competitive and 5 in the cup games. I mean, this man put up 30 goals last season. If we can get that again, that would be fantastic. But it's maybe a hope and a prayer. But he is consistent, so when he gets going, he's going to start going. So that is our look. Now, I was trying to bring in a good amount of players for that were released. Hayward didn't want to come here. We had one to John Walker, but Marine put up a massive contract that we just could not compete with. We tried to get Persani, again, Spanish Federation second group. They just outbid us. It was more than I was willing to play. Greg Wolf wanted like an 80,000, and well, he got more than that. for Macombre. So he's going to be starting for them. Went ahead and tried to pull in Puthugo, but he went back home to play soccer in Australia. We didn't really have one for Manea. Vukman was another one we tried to bring in. Now he is on loan. They are loan listing him. He wanted 89 as well, and we just could not afford it. We had a good bid in for him, but I mean, Coventry City just outbid us, and Coventry City want him to play with higher quality players. So that's why we can't bring him in. And then Seamus, we tried to bring him in, and well, again, just 30, wanted like 40 to 50 to outbid Weldstone, and we just could not compete with that over the long term, because it would have absolutely nuked our actual pay scale at that point. So, and plus I think he had doubtful, if not, yeah, he didn't even have doubtful, so he didn't want to come here to begin with. We've kind of been looking through. A lot of players have moved, have stayed, have just not agreed to come here. John Langley was another one we tried to bring in, but yeah, we could not entice him, and he stayed with Afferty Town because they are in the Vanarama National League North now, because they were promoted. We have some loans. If we need to bring in some loans, possibly we can do this. There's a couple in there. Obviously, Kidderminster Harriers wants to loan out a lot of players, but yeah, we'll kind of see how it is. We tried to bring in Keelan Jenkins, but Spennymoor Town just outbid us. We tried to keep him in. We tried to keep him here, but yeah, that's salary. And he wanted 60 to 70 to play at this level. Obviously, Spennymoor got a discount for him because they are at a higher division. So maybe we can bring him in, maybe we don't, but who knows. Looked at McIntosh, but we don't play with wingers, so that kind of sucked. I was going to play him back here as a wingback. Maybe we could have started him, but yeah, he wanted no part of that. So that was slightly unfortunate. When it comes to the division season preview, playoffs. The media says playoffs. Now, the relegation teams only one. Curzon Ashton. So we only got one. So there must have been some rearranging. And we got 4 of the promoted teams as opposed to 2 or 3. So that's actually good. FC United of Manchester is the one supposed to win this division. The issue with that is we actually played better than they did last season. I don't see anything that kind of tells me that these guys should be a lot better. They had some players with some good physicals. I feel like we have better players. I do. I feel like we have better players there. Stalybridge. We tried to get Alfie Henderson at one point a couple of years back. I'm feeling the same thing here. On paper, I think we are better. On paper, we are better. I think we are. We have 1, 2. We have 2 there. Okay. As for Immediate Dream 11, looking through, watch us not have many, if any. We have 1. Sweeney. We have 1. Could we do this? I don't know. That is what it's projected to be. It's going to be a difficult road. It's going to be a difficult one, but I think we can do it. So trying to think of anything else I want to kind of show you guys. Not really. We're taking a coaching course right now, I believe. I think we are. Possibly. I think. There's probably a way you can see it, but I'm just missing it. Yeah, we are taking a coaching course right now. I did ask the board multiple times. Yeah, we're on a coaching course. So I have asked the board previously multiple times to try to increase the youth level, increase everything, but they just have a feeling that because of this projection is negative and we go positive by the end of the season, they don't want to spend this money. So it's obviously going to have to come through actually getting back up to $1 million before I get them to spend the money. But also, I think since the last one was 500K, the next one might be more money than we have. So the board might be big brain idea here. The board might know more because they can do math better. That's what I'm going with. They could probably do math better. But turnover will be fine. I think we'll be okay. And ultimately, we start our season against FC United of Manchester, who is supposed to win the league. We get an early look at this. So that will be it for the summer transfer window. Typically, I would go through, and I kind of want to revamp this where I steadily go through it. But yeah, I spent like 4 hours looking for players, look through under 19s. We're just not at a level we can attract that talent yet. Maybe one more promotion, but we just do not have the push for that. I feel like we're on that cusp that if we just get promoted once, we could start attracting those guys and get them at a reduced salary so we don't blow up the team's financials. And then we can really start stacking some players and pushing ourselves up. So thank you all for joining me. Go and leave a like below, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time. Later.